Now on Nightside, how a house fire in Spokane Valley left a man without a home.
Well, dense fog is blanketing the area tonight. I'll tell you about a gray Thanksgiving day and the next round of rain and snow in the first alert forecast.
And why Moscow police say they have, quote, the utmost confidence in this investigation. You're watching 4 News Now Nightside.
We start with breaking news tonight. Ash and Boone are closed off right now. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is serving a warrant, and the Spokane Police Department is assisting them. As soon as we learn more information about what is happening on that scene, we do have a reporter in contact with police. We'll update you here on KXLY and on our website, kxly.com.
Spokane Valley firefighters put out a house fire tonight. It happened on Locust Lane, just north of Sprague and University, a little after 6:30. No one was home at the time. No one was hurt. The cause is under investigation. Well, more than 100 pieces of evidence collected, thousands of crime scene pictures taken as the community waits for answers. Investigators tell us tonight they're doing what they can to keep the public informed. And still no suspects in the murder of 4 University of Idaho students. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Aaron Luna.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Governor Brad Little is sending $1 million in funding to make sure that investigators have everything they need to find the person or people responsible. These are the students who were murdered nearly 10 days ago. Maddie Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonsalves. Tonight, investigators say they've also done multiple 3D scans of the home where the students were killed. Still, though, they didn't say much when we asked about specific parts of this case, like how they think the killer entered the home or if the killer went to the first story of the house where the 2 surviving roommates were.
Law enforcement did address multiple rumors circulating on social media, including if one of the victims, Kaylee Gonsalves, had a stalker.
We obtained information through some of our interviews that Kaylee had made some comments about a stalker, so that's where that came from. We have followed up looking at specific time frames in specific areas of town. So far we have not been able to corroborate it, but we're not done looking into that piece of information.
Idaho State Police said today, quote, we owe this to the surviving families to get this right. We're not willing to sacrifice speed for quality.
Kaylee Gonsalves' brother told CNN this morning that police aren't saying much to family members of the victims, and some of the information that is coming from police is confusing.
They're just so vague with everything that they say, and then they like slowly peel it back layer until you like find the real story. It all started with a sharp-edged weapon. What was the use in telling the community that a sharp-edged weapon was used instead of just coming out and telling us that it was a knife from the beginning?
Family members say they respect the work detectives are doing. They believe some details about the case could be released without compromising the investigation. In a press conference today, police continued to hold back information on the case, repeating that they were, quote, exploring all avenues. They did acknowledge the frustration in how long things are taking, but said they're not willing to sacrifice quality for speed.
Support for U of I students is pouring in to help them process this tragedy. Trauma counselors, flexibility with classes, and numerous online resources are ready and available for students when they return from break. Drop-in counseling is being offered at the Mary Forney Hall. The day before Thanksgiving, the campus is quiet and the air is filled with heaviness. School leaders want students to have what they need to process what they're feeling.
This is a shocking tragedy, and the range of emotions can be complex and varied. Personally, my emotions have ranged from inconsolable sadness related to the loss of our students and what that loss means to their families.
Through drop-in counseling sessions in Moscow and Boise, online grief support and safe walk services, school leaders want students to feel safe and secure when they get back from break.
Tonight, people gathered outside the Colorado State Capitol for a candlelight vigil to honor the 5 people who were killed in the Club Q mass shooting in Colorado Springs. The victims were Raymond Green Vance, a Colorado Springs native who was saving money to get his own apartment, Ashley Pugh, a mother who helped find homes for foster children, Kelly Loving, whose sister described her as, quote, caring and sweet, Daniel Aston, who worked at the club as a bartender and entertainer, and Derek Rump, also a bartender at the club, who was known for his quick wit. An Associated Press database shows that mass shootings have been higher in 2022. There have been 40 mass killings in the U.S. so far this year.
Well, new on Nightside.
What do we want? Full staffing! When do we want it? Now!
The first Seattle Starbucks location to unionize is closing for good. Starbucks says safety and security issues are what led to the store's shutdown, and some people who live in the area agree.
The concerns are an issue, not just with this store, but around Capitol Hill and everywhere.
Others believe there is an ulterior motive.
100%. This is union busting. As a union member of the local IATSE 15, I'm disheartened. I just see another big corporation stepping down to stop people from trying to get a leg up in the world.
In a statement from the union, workers say their safety has never been Starbucks' concern. Workers say they've asked for tighter security measures many times in the past, like adding a social worker and a security guard, but only received vague gestures. The company says it routinely reviews the employee and customer experience, and if safety issues continue to jeopardize the well-being of employees, it will close the location. But nationwide, the union claims Starbucks has shut down 9 unionized stores, alleging retaliation.
Unemployment is on the rise. 240,000 people filed unemployment claims for the first time last week, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's 17,000 more than the week before, slightly higher than what economists had predicted, and the trend will likely continue upward as a number of large tech companies, including Twitter and Meta, begin mass layoffs.
Today, the Food and Drug Administration approved Hemgenix to treat hemophilia. It's a one-time gene therapy treatment that will cost $3.5 million, making it the most expensive drug in the world. Hemgenix treats adults with hemophilia B, which is a genetic bleeding disorder that prevents blood clots from forming to stop bleeding. That affects about 1 out of every 40,000 people. The FDA's approval came after 2 studies based on roughly 60 men.
Traveling during the holidays can be stressful, but if you look at your screen, there's someone there to help. The Birmingham Airport trying to calm people down with therapy dogs. This is a new program called Traveler Loving Canines, and 6 teams of trained dogs and handlers walk on through the airport with signs that say "Pet me," instead of "Working, don't pet me," which is normally what you see in the
that's
airport.
what you normally see.
The team's looking for more volunteers to help spread the love, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker has a wonderful dog named Sugar, who I'm sure would be great at that.
Spreading the love. She spreads the love here sometimes.
Yeah. A little too much, huh? Oh my goodness. Well, heading out to walk the dog tomorrow morning. Watch for icy spots if you're heading to Turkey Trot. That too, and on anything that is wet on the roads and sidewalks, refreezing tonight. It's going to be a cloudy Thanksgiving with some light showers on Friday, mainly rain or a rain-snow mix in Spokane. Although Saturday looks to be the best day for travel, especially over the passes. Right now, it is fog and it is dense right around Spokane, patchy elsewhere around the region, but when we zoom in around the Spokane area, visibility is down to 0 at Fairchild Air Force Base, Spokane International Airport. It's thick here at 4 News Now. We have visibility at 1 mile in Spokane Valley, and that is just going to increase overnight. Expect a very gray start to the day tomorrow, and I don't think we're going to break out of that. Temperatures right now 30 at Spokane International. It's 30 in Liberty Lake and Post Falls, down in the 20s in Spirit Lake and Hayden, still just above freezing in Coeur d'Alene and 9 Mile as well. Here's a look at your Thanksgiving forecast. It is going to be cloudy and temperatures in the mid-20s to start the day. We are heading up to a high temperature of 36, so a little above freezing. That is not the 7-day trend. We have some cold weather in the extended outlook, plus a couple of times you might want to avoid past travel if you still have some Thanksgiving traveling to do. I'll tell you all about that in just a few minutes, Aaron.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Safeway shoppers in Kent, Washington were surprised on Tuesday night by a group of Seattle Seahawks rookies to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. They came to greet shoppers and pay for their groceries.
What? Yeah, I'm with the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. And on behalf of them, we wanted to pay for your groceries for the holidays.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem. No problem.
Well, you play for the Seahawks?
Yes, sir.
Scott Larson and his family were surprised and starstruck. He is a big Seahawks fan.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
He just came up and shook my hand and asked if I was a Seahawks fan. I said yes, and said that he would like to pay for my groceries for the holidays. It's awesome. I've been a Seahawks fan since I'm 41. My whole wall is Seahawks stuff. So it's awesome.
I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving.
The Seahawks surprised every single customer for 1 hour.
Who we blessing next?
And they signed autographs on the receipts.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too. Kenneth Walker III surprised one shopper already looking to pay it forward. Aisha McNeil is shopping for everything tonight.
Ham, turkey, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, deviled eggs.
She's beyond grateful for the Seahawks and was already planning to help someone else.
He just came over and wanted to pay for my groceries. And the crazy part about it is I was going to pay for somebody else's groceries.
I feel like it's cool to get off the field and be able to meet people like the fans and, just people in general and be able to give back to the community.
Walker said being able to help is a blessing.
For sure.
It is the season to give back. And in the middle of their season, these Seahawks are grateful to surprise fans.
Yeah, right? It feels good. It feels good.
Yeah, good job, rookies.
Yeah.
Way to get out there. Washington State football has spent the entire week preparing to take on Washington in the Apple Cup.
On the other side, the Huskies are looking for revenge after the Cougars won last season's matchup in Seattle. Our sports director, Julian Minnesone, has the latest on what the Huskies are saying ahead of Saturday's big game in tonight's Apple Cup coverage.
Football is also about knowing your opponent. Washington head coach Kalen DeBoer has only been to Pullman one time. That was when he was trying to recruit former Washington State athletic director Bill Moose's son, Ben Moose. Well, DeBoer is coming back to Pullman this Saturday, and he says it's all about bragging rights.
It means a lot to our fan base, our alumni. It means a lot to our program to be able to give the bragging rights to those that support us and for the next year.
Right now, the bragging rights belong to Wazoo fans after last season's 40-13 win over the Huskies. DeBoer wasn't the head coach at Washington at that time, but his players remember it all too well.
I don't know who the underdog is on this one, so I think we're just going to go about our business and prepare like we have each and every week, and we're just going to leave it on the field.
Washington has the top passing offense in the country behind quarterback Michael Penix. Washington State has one of the best defenses in the Pac-12. Something's got to give on Saturday.
And then when we get to those passing downs, to be, locked in on our coverages and make sure we get some pressure on this guy who's only been sacked 7 times. So I think it's going to be a great challenge. They're going to come in with a lot of energy, obviously, from last year. And we're just going to we have to make sure we, do our jobs and, execute.
Last season, Washington State ended Washington's 7-game Apple Cup winning streak. The Cougars are trying to start a winning streak of their own this Saturday in Pullman. Kickoff at 7:30. We'll have coverage for you right here on 4 News Now. Reporting inside Martin Stadium, Julian Minnesone for News Now Sports.
Tomorrow, a local restaurant will give away 100 free Thanksgiving meals to people in need, as well as some other surprises.
Also, how one University of Idaho student helped lead the Vandals football team to a 7-4 record.
So if you do all the fun things that we love to do, like you have a drink at dinner or something, you'll spend the next day being groggy because your body's like neutralizing you. But if you purposefully suffer and you get into a cold plunge, you'll have 5 hours of a norepinephrine boost and a dopamine boost and all that. So I got everybody from that trip, all 25 of us in there, except you.
Yeah, except for me. I didn't want to go in. It's cold.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app. 4 News Now is brought to you by Pint House Burgers and Brews.
Save more at the Floor Trader Outlet year-end clearance sale. Waterproof LVP flooring starts at only 59 cents. Carpet just $1.15 and tile starts at only 89 cents. The Floor Trader Outlet's year-end clearance sale. Hurry.
It's where the Northwest saves on flooring.
Corner of Division Francis.
The Black Friday sale is on now at Shred with some of the best buys of the year on all skis and snowboards with big-time savings on jackets, pants, gloves, and goggles. So you're ready to hit the slopes.
Let's have a blast.
Black Friday is finally here.
And More Furniture for Less has the massive savings you've been waiting for.
Shop early at 9 a.m. for special savings and the best selection of our doorbuster deals and latest arrivals.
The furniture you want for the holidays is all on sale and ready for delivery.
But don't wait. Hurry in for 12 special hours from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday.
Preview all Black Friday doorbusters at morefurniture.com.
It's like the Avengers have arrived.
I'm here to have some fun.
The buzziest late show on Hollywood Boulevard. Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Is there anything he won't brag about?
Determination makes dreams happen.
We make paths that weren't there before.
It doesn't matter how far we have to go.
Or the obstacles we have to overcome.
And even when it seems like we can't go on, you're it.
We learn and we come back stronger than before.
The all-new CR-V Hybrid and CR-V, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Save more at the Floor Trader Outlet year-end clearance sale. Waterproof LVP flooring starts at only 59 cents. Carpet just $1.15 and tile starts at only 89 cents. The Floor Trader Outlet's year-end clearance sale. Hurry.
It's where the Northwest saves on flooring.
Corner of Division Francis.
4 News Now is brought to you by All Lines Insurance at alllinesinsurer.com.
Thanks for staying up with us. Takes a village to feed a village, especially on Thanksgiving.
Tomorrow morning, the restaurant Fresh Soul in Spokane will continue their tradition, feeding 100 people for free. New on Nightside, Rania Kaur spoke to the owner about the prep work that's underway for tomorrow.
Aaron Kirsten, Fresh Soul's lights may be turned off the day before Thanksgiving, but that's because the owner is preparing for a feast. Starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow, they're giving away 100 free Thanksgiving meals. Tonight, Michael Brown's fridge is packed to the brim.
All the prep work that I can do has been done.
Ribs, pies, potato salad, and a surprise envelope.
Well, because God made it possible.
Waiting inside the Thanksgiving box.
I just want people to know that there is people that really want to help people and really want to serve.
Brown has been prepping since last week. This is a tradition he started in the East Central neighborhood several years ago.
God put it on my heart. And, you know, I'm from this neighborhood, born and raised in this neighborhood, 63 years, and it's all about giving back as far as I'm concerned.
With a long line expected tomorrow, Brown says the first 100 people will get a hot meal and a gift this holiday season.
When you can serve without the expectation of receiving anything in return, then you truly understand what it means to serve. And we're just doing God's work here. That's all.
Reporting in East Central tonight, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Well, thank you, Rania. What a beautiful story. Low clouds and fog tonight. 26 degrees for an overnight low. Slick spots on the roadways tonight and tomorrow, both from wet roads refreezing and areas of freezing fog. Will be mostly cloudy tomorrow. A day very much like today with a high temperature of 36. High pressure in control over the region. It's keeping the storms away for now. It's keeping the fog and low clouds trapped in with our temperature inversion. We have a front that is going to be coming in for Friday. It is not going to have a huge impact on travel. I know that's a big day for people coming home for Thanksgiving. Tomorrow, this at 5 o'clock, we're still under the ridge. Then that front comes in Friday. Here's Friday at 9 o'clock, and we'll start to see some wet weather over the passes. At Snoqualmie, maybe more of a rain-snow mix or some slushy snow. Stevens Pass, however, will likely be a little bit challenging Friday morning. That starts to dry out and the precipitation shifts to the east. Here's Friday at 11 o'clock, and then we have some snow over Lookout and 4th of July Pass with more of a rain-snow mix, if not just rain in Spokane. Here's the computer model. We'll start it off 4 o'clock on Friday with just some light rain in the northern valleys. That rain comes through Spokane and Coeur d'Alene around dinner time and then continues to push its way off to the south and east. We will be dry by Saturday. looks like a great day for travel if you need especially to go over the mountain passes. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 20s in most locations, just above freezing in Lewiston. Our high temperatures tomorrow in the 30s and even the 40s, depending on some sun breaks. You could kind of tell who's going to get the fog and who is not. Spokane, we are socked in one of the coolest spots on the map. Here is your 7-day forecast. A rain-snow mix or just rain on Friday, dry Saturday, another round of wet weather on Sunday. We'll keep you updated on the timing on that. If you are going to travel, especially over the mountain passes, check back with us as we get that timing down about when the best time to hit the road is. And just in a few minutes, I will have some Wildlife Wednesday photos, Aaron.
Thank you, Chris. Well, today, students at Gonzaga Prep weren't in class. They were out serving the community instead. More than 800 students were helping deliver Thanksgiving food door to door. It's their annual food drive. School officials say the preparations kicked off in early November.
Students go and they just go into the community to do everything that they can. They wait outside of grocery stores, they go door to door, they ask family and friends for donations, and if they get those donations, sometimes they give them to the school, but oftentimes they go and buy food with those donations.
Those collected food items are delivered to more than 300 families in need. School officials say there are more than 101,000 pounds of Thanksgiving food this year donated, a historic record for the event. And they partnered with local nonprofit organizations, and students are also helping local food banks.
For airports around the country, today is one of the busiest travel days of the year. The Spokane International Airport was prepared with airport staff in yellow vests, greeting and helping travelers find their way through the airport. There were even hot cocoa and coffee stands there just to kind of help you de-stress and celebrate the start of the holiday season, even if you are in the airport. It was busy today just before 4 a.m., but overall, it sounds like it was a smooth travel morning.
Actually, the lines are moving very efficiently today. We're very happy with the pace at which people are being screened. The TSA is doing a great job, and our team is doing a great job.
If you're traveling through the Spokane Airport this weekend, expect the same accommodations.
Well, still to come, how one University of Idaho student helped lead the Vandals football team to a 7-4 record.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
What do you get when ice-cold beer, gourmet burgers, sports, and the Pint House brand come together? Good times. That's right. Pint House Burgers and Brews is now open at the former Good Times Pub location in the Spokane Valley. It will always be good times at the new Valley Pint House Burgers and Brews.
Fred's Appliance Black Friday sale is going on now. Save on all major appliances.
Fred's Appliance has a limited supply of Samsung front-load laundry sets. On sale now for only $6.49 each.
Get out the toughest stains and enjoy wrinkle-free clothes with this steam set.
This Samsung laundry set is only $6.49 each. Save $500 on this washer and dryer that you won't find at the box stores.
Get exclusive deals and products at Fred's Black Friday sale.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXOY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
The Black Friday sale is on now at Shred with some of the best buys of the year on all skis and snowboards with big-time savings on jackets, pants, gloves, and goggles. So you're ready to hit the slopes.
Let's have a blast.
It says here, United Healthcare has America's most chosen Medicare plans and local Medicare plan experts.
They'll even find you a plan with good dental coverage.
How do you know?
Scott, my local Medicare plan expert. He helped me find the right plan.
With benefits including prescription, drug, vision, and dental coverage, our Washington team is ready to help you find a Medicare plan that meets your needs and budget.
Talk to a local Medicare plan expert today at 1-888-SHOP-UHC.
What's the only thing better than one Pint House Burgers and Brews? How about 2? We are now open in the Spokane Valley. The same great sports and music videos, friendly staff and servers, gourmet burgers, and ice-cold brews. Pint House Burgers and Brews, now open in the Spokane Valley.
4 News Now is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is Wildlife Wednesday, and we are getting Into eagle season. Bald eagles, they're at Lake Coeur d'Alene dining on kokanee. I've got a bald eagle speed round for you. Susie Corpay shared this photo from Lake Coeur d'Alene. Gorgeous shot. I love bald eagle on a blue sky day. Just gorgeous. Yikes, the intensity and the eyes on this bald eagle from Ron Burdick. Great shot there, Ron. Allie Ray, what is that doing? Allie says they do that to focus, but she also thought this eagle might be judging her outfit a little bit. It's a lot of look, Allie. Marty Stowe, gorgeous golden hour shot of a bald eagle with a kokanee, big one in the talons from Courtney Litwin. This is a fantastic action shot. This bald eagle dive bombing was successful, by the way. Courtney had the secondary picture. And just because they're not just at Lake Coeur d'Alene, wanted to share this one from Nora Jan near Nespelem of a beautiful bald eagle on a blue sky day. From one extreme to another, look at these ground dwellers. Tori Barnes shared these just muddy, filthy lake otters at Hauser Lake. They are cute, but wipe those paws before you come inside. Shannon Verity, a rare subarctic great horned owl she spotted near Tico. You see the white feathers. They're typically found further north. Unusual to see them this far south. And from Mark Vogt, man, gorgeous nanny mountain goat. Mark says it looks like she just came from the salon. Says he can't figure out how do they stay so clean? That's a good question. They certainly aren't hanging out with the otters, are they?
That is adorable. One of our favorite parts of the week, Wildlife
It certainly
Wednesday.
is.
Well, we're just 3 days away from the most anticipated football game of the year between the Washington Huskies and Washington State Cougars. Coming up in sports, Alex Crescenti tells us how the team is approaching the final days leading up to the game.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you this holiday season by STCU.
I think Native American Heritage Month is an incredible time to celebrate us.
As Native people, every month is Native American Month.
As a young person, I didn't see Indigenous representation in the media.
For me, this story is deeply personal. It's about my community.
To be able to share this story, it's just the greatest gift.
You really start to see how diverse our cultures are, and the world gets to see how awesome Native people are.
Yep.
Celebrate Native American heritage this month and all year long.
Outsparkle at an affordable price. Pawn One Jewelry.
The Black Friday sale is on now at Shred with some of the best buys of the year on all skis and snowboards with big time savings on jackets, pants, gloves, and goggles. So you're ready to hit the slopes.
Let's have a blast.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country's Christmas Cash Giveaway. Just listen at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 4 p.m. We'll give away $500 Christmas cash every Friday afternoon. The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a matching air conditioner with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free AC from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs. Now, you can shop all of Pawn One's inventory at pawn1.com. Shop for jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and more. Online or from your mobile, in-store pickup or shipped right to your door. Shop at pawn1.com.
Well, today, Germany's national soccer team players covered their mouths in a team photo taken just before their World Cup match against Japan. The gesture was meant to protest the ban of the gay pride armbands that 7 European teams had planned to wear. Well, their coach said, quote, "It was a sign from the team, from us, that FIFA is muzzling us." FIFA said Germany will not face disciplinary action for the gesture. Qatar has been under scrutiny for its laws criminalizing homosexuality. Since the ban, the One Love armband has sold out. Well, some of the animals at Northwest Trek Wildlife Park are picking their Apple Cup winners already. The park gave its cougar and one of its wolves the choice between the two teams. Cougar Carly, sticking with her own kind. That's probably a smart choice. Betting that WSU will come out on top once again. As for the wolf, we're going to leave that one to you. Who kind of was wishy-washy. Went one way, went back the other way, and then eventually fumbled the ball. You saw it right there. And then it's like, okay, here's an apple. Don't want that either. And it took the cougar sign away. Maybe you thought it was going to bury it or
I think it's pretty clear.
it.
It's going to be the Cougs. They're going to get it. Yeah. I just called it, so there you go.
You want to play some bets?
No. I mean, I'm wearing their colors.
A friendly wager.
Feels right.
That's not crimson and gray. Get out of here with that.
Well, last season, the Washington State Cougars brought the Apple Cup to Pullman for the first time in almost a decade.
And now they're looking to make it 2 wins in a row over the Huskies. As we get closer to kickoff, the team is trying to keep the normal routine going to calm the nerves.
It was 10 years ago today, Andrew Fernie kicking the game-winning field goal in overtime to lift the Cougars over the Huskies in the 2012 Apple Cup. That was the first year in the Mike Leach era. And you're asking yourself, Alex, why are you bringing up a game from a decade ago? Well, actually, that was the last time that Washington State won the Apple Cup in Pullman, so they're trying to snap a 3-game losing streak here in their home stadium. But for this year's team, they're trying not to make it a bigger deal than it already needs to be.
And I've seen a lot of different styles. Some guys ignore it. Some guys overhype it. I just choose to understand the importance of this game within our program.
We're going out there to get a win, but we know what the history of this game is. We know what it meant for the guys before us, and we want to make sure we honor our seniors because it's also going to be senior night. But you definitely don't want to put too much on one game because then you can kind of start to see yourselves lack of focus there. You're playing with too much emotion. We want to be very level-headed going into this game. We know they're a great team, but there's obviously that rivalry there.
Now, we haven't heard too much trash talk from the Cougs so far this week, but Dayon Henley, he's new to the rivalry. He's getting in on the action and saying, hey, it could get a little violent out there.
When you get out there, especially in rivalry games, ain't no telling what's going to happen, what's going to be said. And especially, this is my first time in this rivalry, so I might get blindsided with something I just don't expect. And who knows how I'll react.
And a little bit of history will be on the line Saturday evening as Jake Dickert will attempt to become the first Washington State head coach to win his first 2 Apple Cups. In Pullman today, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Thank you, Alex. 15 Idaho Vandal football players were named to the Big Sky All-Conference teams, including quarterback Giovanni McCoy, who was named the Conference Freshman of the Year. He finished the regular season with 25 touchdowns and more than 2,300 yards in passing, helping lead the Vandals to a 7-4 record. Idaho will now play in the FCS playoffs first round against Southeastern Louisiana on Saturday afternoon.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
We were scrambling to figure out what are we going to do. Got phone call from Numerica. We've got funding that we're sending your way.
Thank you so much for all your support. It actually means something greatly to us.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
It's time to relax in style with the best values during the Black Friday sale at More Furniture.
This functional dual power sofa features drop-down console with USB ports, cup holders, and lighting for only $14.95.
Get this oversized plush dual power reclining sofa in 2 color options for only $14.95.
Or choose this dual power functional sofa with drop-down console, USB ports, cup holders, and lighting for only $14.95.
You'll always get the best price at More Furniture during our Black Friday sale.
The Black Friday sale is on now at Shred with some of the best buys of the year on all skis and snowboards with big-time savings on jackets, pants, gloves, and goggles. So you're ready to hit the slopes.
Let's have a blast.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
What time do you have to get going to get to that turkey trot tomorrow, Kirsten?
I believe we have to leave by 8.
Ew.
Oh, man. Boo on that.
So, not getting 8 hours of sleep tonight. Yay! Congrats!
Good luck.